When we pronounce thought, once again, we don't pronounce GH. So in these spellings, we can understand some of the letters are silent. Similarly, we have awkward, R is not pronounced. Chalk, once again, L is not pronounced. Talk, walk, caught. Who, in the first letter W is not pronounced. Group, soup, through, wound, you. Let us study some more words. Balm, once again L sound is not pronounced. Calm, L is not pronounced. Palm. Then we have Tom. Generally we pronounce it as tomb, bomb, comb, but we have to notice that in these spellings we don't have to pronounce the last B. So it is not tomb, but it is tom. It is not bomb, it is bomb. It is not comb, but it is comb. Similarly, we have some more words. To, right. We can notice in right we don't pronounce the first letter W. Wrong, once again the first letter W is silent. Wrath, once again the first letter W is silent. We have some familiar words like psychology, the first letter, the P is silent. Pneumonia, we don't call it pneumonia, but it is pneumonia. We have pneumatic. So in the last three words, the first letter P is silent. Let us study some more examples. Sometimes in English we have the variation in the end sound. Whenever we turn any noun from singular to plural, or when we add any suffix, for example s, so sometimes we have question whether to pronounce it boys or boys, girls or girls. So we have the same problem. So let us see how to overcome this problem. For example, when we add suffix s to words, it may be pronounced either as s sound or z sound, and we will clarify it by studying the examples in the next slide. For example, CAPS, it is the plural of cap, and we have added suffix s, and the word which we have is the plural of cap. Now we have problems. How to pronounce this word? Is it caps or it is caps? Is it cuts or it is cuts? It is books or it is books? So here we have two types of pronunciations. For example, I will pronounce the words caps, cuts, books, takes, laughs, months, etc. Here in all these words the suffix s is pronounced as s sound. But in the words such as eyes, hours, replies, shows, trees, years, robes, heads, bags, loves, waves, forms, runs, hills, things, etc. In all these cases, the suffix s is pronounced as z sound. So we can understand in certain cases suffix s is pronounced as s sound. In some of the cases, the same suffix is pronounced as z sound. So we have to careful about these differences. In the next program, we will study about these differences. But today's lecture is an introductory lecture in pronunciations. That is why I am just acquainting you with the changes in the pronunciation, so that we have some ideas about this pronunciation system in English, or the phonetic pattern of English language. Let us study the next slide. Now the question is, why we have this type of changes when we speak in English, especially Indian English users. So in this slide, this difference is given. Gujarati phonetic pattern of uttering letters of a word affects our pronunciations of English words. In the very beginning, I have told you that when we use English, we have Gujarati language is in our unconscious mind, and we try to follow the pattern which we have acquired while getting our mother tongue. So whenever we speak in English, we try to follow the Gujarati pattern. So in Gujarati, we have the system of pronouncing each and every letter of a word. So when we try to read English spellings unconsciously, our mind reads each and every letter of a word. That is why we have to face this type of problems. And it is called mother tongue pull. We will study in the next slide. For example, let us try to pronounce the following words. Generally, we pronounce these words as age, base, date, face, get, rate, hate, let, make, day, aim, pain, rain, eight, break, great. Here, once again, I will pronounce these words and you will concentrate on it. We will find the differences in the pronunciation. For example, the first word, it is pronounced as age. The second word, base. The third word, date. The fourth word, face. Then gate, rate, hate, late, make, day, aim, pain, rain, eight, break, great. So we can understand the differences: age and age, base and base, date and date. So if we study these examples, then we can easily understand. For example, age, we use a sound, but actually it is ae. So whenever in the spellings we have a sound, we have to replace it with ae. So age, base, date, face, gate, rate, hate, late, make, day, aim, pain, rain, eight, break, great. Now we will study some pairs of words. When we pronounce these words in English, we do not distinguish between certain differences pronunciation. Very often we do not make difference in the pronunciations of the following pairs of words. Let us study these pairs. Generally we pronounce the words the same as get, later, later. We do not make difference, but there are specific differences between these pairs of words. For example, the first one is pronounced as gate, and the second one in this group is get. So there is a difference between gate and get. The first one is later, second one is later. Main, main. Fail, fail. Late, late. Test, taste. West, waste. Tell, tail. So here, if we study these pairs, then we can easily notice the differences in pronunciation. But in India, we do not distinguish between these two pairs. So, for example, if I give you one example, go to the gate and get it. Let me repeat it. Go to the gate and get it. So here I have used words gate and get. Go to the gate and get it. So gate and get, we pronounce these two words in the same manner, but actually we have to pronounce them as go to the gate and get it. Only then we can find the differences in pronunciation and we do not have the problem of understanding English language. Let us study some more pairs. Main, man, saint, saint, hail, hail, fail, fail, veil, well, spade, spade, raid, raid, sail, sail, wait, wait, later, later. Now we will study why does this happen, and this problem is due to mother tongue pull. Our mind reads and pronounces English words as per the phonetic patterns of our mother tongue. So as I have explained earlier, when we read English spellings unconsciously, our mind tries to read each and every letter of a word, and at the same time we pronounce each and every letter of a word. So we have this type of problems. Let us study the next slide. Now once again, let us study some more examples. Let us pronounce the following words. Generally we pronounce these words as bone, home, nose, rope, open, go, no, so, bold, gold, host, most, post, no, narrow, boat, coast, road, soap, etc. Now let me pronounce these words again, and I request you to concentrate on the pronunciations of this word. Bone, home, nose, rope, open, go, no, so, bold, gold, host, most, post, no, narrow, boat, coast, road, soap. So let us study these examples once again. Bone and bone, home and home. So in these spellings, first letter B is followed by O. So as per our Gujarati pattern, we read it or we pronounce it as bow, but actually it is not bow, it is bow. So in these cases, whenever we pronounce O, actually it is O sound. So home, H-O, home, but actually it is home. N-O, no, actually it is nose. R-O-P-E, not rope, but it is rope. Open, it is not open, actually it is open. Go, go. No, no. So, so. Bold, bold. So these examples can acquaint us about the actual pronunciations of this word. It might look funny, but if we practice pronouncing these words as the native speakers use these words, then at least we can make our English to some extent intelligible. In the next slide, we have some more words to strengthen these differences. For example, first of all, I will pronounce them the way we Gujarati speakers of English pronounce these words. Cry, cycle, dry, fly, reply, die, tie, fly, cried, high, light, fight, night, tight, by. Now I will pronounce them once again. The first word, cry, cycle, dry, fly, reply, die, tie, flies, cried, high, light, fight, night, tight, by. Generally, the words, for example, flies, cried, high, light, fight, night, tight, we pronounce these words as the native speakers of English pronounce that, but the words, for example, cry, we pronounce it as cry, dry, we pronounce it as dry, fly, we pronounce it as fly, and this happens due to mother tongue pull. CRY, Y. So we pronounce it as cry, dry, fly, reply, buy, but actually they are pronounced in some other way. Let us study some more examples. Boil, choice, noise, oil, point, voice, boy, toy. So in the first few words we don't have much problem. For example, boil, choice, noise, oil, point, voice. But in the next two words, boy, toy, actually we have to pronounce them as boy, toy. So all these words use oi sound. So boil, noise, point, boy, toy. Now let us study some more examples. Normally we pronounce these words as chair, fair, hair, pair, care, dare, rare, tear, wear, there, etc. But I will pronounce them once again so that you will have some basic differences. For example, chair, fair, hair, pair, care, dare, rare, tear, wear, there. So you can understand the differences. It is not chair, it is chair. It is not fair, it is fair. It is not hair, it is hair. It is not pair, it is pair. It is not care, it is care. It is not dare, it is dare. It is not rare, it is rare. It is not tear, it is tear. So in all these words, we don't pronounce r sound at the same time. Instead of a sound, we have to pronounce a. So it is not chair, it is chair. Fair, fair. Hair, hair. So you will understand these differences. So here we have the basic differences in pronunciation. Now we will play some audio sequence in which you have some conversation practice. So let us see it. પાસવર્ડ ક્યાં છે? આ તો એન્ડમાં આવ્યું.